Hey y'all. Hey y'all. Sorry, I'm cooking right now. Y'all gonna have to be with me while I'm cooking today. My apartment's a mess. Don't look too closely. Today I'm gonna be cooking because these Sunday sermons, as much as I love y'all, I don't get anything done. So right now, y'all know how to cook? Who went to church? Who worked out? Raise your hand. Who went to church and who worked out? I don't believe y'all. Good morning, or good afternoon rather. Happy Sunday. We're gonna cook together. Do y'all know how to cook? Actually, that's what I need, y'all. That's why y'all got no man. I'm just kidding. Okay, hold on. Let me go through these comments. Hi, everyone. Okay, hi, Jody. Who's that? Hi, Anastasia. I do mentorship. Hi, Anastasia. Bedside Baptist. Girl, me too. I had so many errands to run, I couldn't make it happen. All right, y'all. We're going to cook together. Let me show y'all how to get a man, all right? Just kidding. I ain't got no man either. I ain't got no man, so I don't know what I'm talking about either. But I have this chicken dish that I love. It's chicken made with herbs, lemons, and dates. And, well, I might not have a man now, but I might after that. Okay, so let's see what the questions are. Nothing. What's on your grocery shopping list? What y'all getting? Oh, you know how to cook, Sade? Is it Sade or Sade? Teach me. Happy Sunday, Taylor. Thank you, Corinne. I don't even know where these are from. Honestly, these might be from Amazon. Hi, Jackie. Do I do career mentorship? I do. So y'all, I have a masterclass. Let me get some better light in this place. I have a masterclass that is being launched. So the applications are actually due in a couple weeks. Let me know if you want the link to the application. It is on my website, jodyktay.com, which is also in my bio. And we cover everything. We cover the 3 pillars, which are career, social, and physical. So I bring in a stylist to talk about a physical glow up. Sorry, I'm just trying to get some light for y'all. I bring in a stylist to talk about physical glow up. We build a wellness routine. We go through and talk about what are some of your habits that we need to revamp or refine. You know, we'll do a closet. I would literally be like, send me photos of your closet. Send me photos of you doing everyday makeup. Because I need to check that y'all ain't out here looking a fool. So I will literally go through and do that for you. And then through the social, we will build a social calendar together. We will talk about events that you need to attend. We will do like the art of small talk, how to build conversation, how to figure out your unique value proposition. We will do like role playing. So I will have you introduce yourself to a potential investor. I will have you introduce yourself to a group of strangers. I will have you introduce yourself on a date. So yeah. Oh, child, who's trying to join? One Man Army invited you to co-host. Decline. And then career, we do everything like the art of how to get promoted, the art of strategy in the workplace. We also, for those women who want to be entrepreneurs, because quite a few women in my first cohort wanted to be entrepreneurs. Let me get my tripod. We brought in someone who's a venture capitalist to come in and talk about how to fundraise, how to raise your first $1 million for your business, how to figure out the market value fit. Like literally, we go in. We are not playing. Okay, let's see if I can do this with a tripod. All right, we good? Okay. So that is what my masterclass goes through. So let me know if you want more details, but it's one of the best things I've ever done. And it actually worked. So I had 13 women in my first cohort. 9 businesses were launched. It's so good that 2 of those girls work for me now. They said, well, one officially works for me, and then the other one I'm going to have work pro bono because they're like, girl, whatever this is, we need more. So 2 of them work for me. That's how good this course is. And yeah, I'm obsessed with it. I think it's one of the best things I've ever done. So we will be relaunching in May, and applications are just in. My website, it's the website in my bio. It's jodykte.com. And it's my website in my bio. And yeah, it's about 3 months, 12 weeks. And I'm going to be bringing experts. We have a group chat. Those women are all friends now. So they go out together. They're going to Tatiana in New York City in a couple weeks. They, like if there's an event, for example, if they want to go to Art Basel, blah, 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 like they will all travel together. We're all in a group chat. We talk every week still. So, you know. Okay. So let's go through. How much was it? Well, now, price went up a little bit. That was my first cohort. Hi. Tamara. Tamara was in the cohort. So if you see someone in the chat named Tamara, honestly, every Sunday, usually all the girls in the cohort were in there. So if you have any questions, honestly, reach out to them directly. That's how confident I am in this masterclass. You can reach out to any of them, and I guarantee you they'll say it was worth it. So Tamara, China is usually in here too. She was in it. Can you invite a jeweler? Oh, that's a good one. I have a jeweler, but he's like, he does jewelry for like a little baby. So I don't think he's like a real. People need to hold their hands in the book. The people need to hold in their hands the Jody, the book of being that girl. I struggled a little bit with that one, but I know that was a compliment. Thank you. Thank you. I need help with makeup. Girl, me too. If you need help with makeup, let me not get distracted. Let me also try and cook at the same time. If you need help with makeup, I started doing lessons with Glam Squad. 10 out of 10. I did not know how to do makeup. Y'all know I don't really like to do makeup that much. I'm not a makeup girly. I'm a skin girly, not makeup girly. But Glam Squad offers not free, but they offer lessons to do makeup, and you can do like, here's what I want to learn day to night. I want to learn eye makeup. Like for me, I don't really need, skin was not really an issue for me in terms of like foundation, but I did not know how to do eyeliner, eyes, all of that. They will come to your house and they will literally do a makeup lesson for you. Like, and the best part is they're using your products. So I've done it twice. They will go through and be like, this is actually a shade match for you. You actually have neutral undertones. You need to use this foundation. Throw this one out. This one doesn't work for you. So very hands-on, and they will teach you how to do looks using your products. So, you know, when you get your makeup done and you're like, oh, I can never recreate that. It's your products. You can always recreate it. Okay, let's see. What do you think about this China manufacturers and TikTok about the luxury bags? Well, here's the thing. That was never a secret. I feel like everyone knows the margins on these bags. Honestly, the margins on everything. If you go to a restaurant and you buy some wine, the wine is, if you went to a wine shop, the wine would be a third cheaper at a wine shop. But you're in a restaurant, so you're paying for the atmosphere, you're paying for the vibe, you're paying for the brand, you're paying for all of these things. So to me, it was never really a secret about, sorry, let me also try and cook with y'all on this thing, because I need to cook my dinner. So to me, this was never really a secret. I kind of felt like we always knew that these bags were being sold at a margin. What you're paying for is the status of these bags. And you know I've done a video on status markers. What you're paying for is being able to say I have a Birkin bag, because that provides you with an invaluable level of access when you walk into a room. People move a little differently. This weekend was a big like black socialite weekend in New York. You know. There was the Lynx luncheon. There was Dance Theater of Harlem gala. There was a lot going on this week. And guess what? If you popped in there with a cute little Kelly bag or Birkin bag, people gonna know what the hell you got going on. So I don't know, if you walk into a store, if you walk into a restaurant with a particular bag, that's what you're paying for: access, respect, all of that. So we always knew, or in my opinion, I feel like we always knew this, right? We always knew that these bags were not, we weren't paying a one-for-one value, but you pay for other things, in my opinion. Let's see. Thank you, Taylor Lit. Okay, hold on. Help with small talk. Girl, a lot of us need help with small talk. That's one of the things that I really focus on in my masterclass. I actually have a video talking about this, But when you go to a lot of these events, a lot of these galas, a lot of these luncheons, most of the people there are not going to be your peers. So these galas, these luncheons, all of these things, they, oh, my earring fell out. They are going to be in their 40s, 50s, and 60s. If you are 20 or 30, you are going to be one of the youngest people at this gala. So with that being said, you need to learn the art of small talk with people that you don't have much in common with. You need to learn how to storytell. You need to learn how to introduce yourself. So that is something that I teach in my masterclass because it's important. It's critical. So under which section is like the sign up for the masterclass? If you just put in your name and email, or honestly just email me because the applications actually already went out. Email me at hellojodyt.com and say, please send me the interest form. You can just write that in the subject. Please send me the application for the masterclass. I'll send it to you after this. So just email me. My email is also in my bio. Any advice for someone looking to move to New York City in terms of building relationships? Congratulations on your move, girl. That's super exciting. Number one, I would say honestly, the places that I found the most community, I'm assuming you're moving because of a job. I found most community at my job. That's where like most of my friends and mentors I was able to find. But I don't know if that's the vibe anymore. I don't know what point you're moving in your career, all of that. So I would say joining a junior board is a really great way to find community. So I love Lower East Side Girls Club, has a lot of young women. The Apollo, Alvin Ailey, those are junior boards with a lot of young, like-minded folks. The Junior League. So I would say joining a junior board is probably your best bet. You can also join a members only club. So the NED is great. Soho House has a lot of young folks. Zero Bond, in my opinion, is a little kind of old. And I don't know if that would be my first. If you're younger, if you're like in your 20s, I would say, even the NED sometimes feels a little old. But if you're in your 20s, I would say, honestly, Soho House is kind of cute for someone in their 20s. And yeah, and then also find hobbies that you love. Like, you would be surprised. I started taking salsa. How many like young, it kind of sounds corny, but like how many young hip folks are taking salsa lessons? Pottery, like there's so many walking clubs. Gyms are also a great way to build community. Like a lot of, there are some workout classes that are literally like, people become family. Like some of those like CrossFit gyms or Pilates studios. Think about places where you will meet people with shared values, similar goals, and also you'll be able to connect with them with frequency. So not just something like, don't just go to one event, but join a club. Church is another really great way. So let me get you, Damaris, girl, you're not late. We just tuned in. We just started. Okay. Tuck the string in the side. Which side? Oh, you're right, girl. I ain't going nowhere though. This is my house. This is my house. Once again, that's why y'all ain't got no man. Y'all not in the house dressed up. No, I'm just kidding. I ain't got no man either. Child, I would never weaponize having a man. That is not, well, it is a flex. Let me not be rude. It is a flex. But I'm just joking when I say that. I was also filming content today, so that's why I'm wearing this in the house. But thank you, Taylor Lit. Your tag is out. Ooh, y'all on my neck. Okay, congratulations, your tags. Ooh, oh, now my back out too. You said you're a Cancer rising, meaning, ooh, tell me more, Incog, because it does take too long to find a mate. You're a Cancer rising, meaning you're Capricorn in your 7th house. Takes long to find a mate. Oh, read me, Incog 831, because I've been waiting my whole life. What you mean it takes long to find a mate? When it comes, will it be a good one? Will he have a little bit of coin? Tell me more. Give us a reading. Okay, let's see. Why y'all clocking her? Flex your muscles right quick. All right, I got you. Ready? Just kidding. Child, I'm about to get a trainer. I'm about to be fine by the summer. Where's this dress jumpsuit from? It's from ASOS. I got it like a year ago, though. I got this for Cannes, actually. It's actually a little big because, you know, I'm skinny. You know, it really needs to be snatched, but it's a little baggy and a lot of fabric, but it's from ASOS. I got this to wear. Yeah, I don't love the fit, but I got this to wear to Cannes. This is like, if you're going to Cannes this year, this is exactly the vibe you should be going for. Very flowy, very cutesy. It's not very sexy. Never mind. Yeah, you want to be appropriate, because remember, Cannes is like more of a networking thing. Is anyone going to Cannes this year for the week of creativity? Because that will be some of the best networking of your life. If you're cooking with lemon, remember to cut out the seeds, otherwise your food will be bitter. That's a pro tip. Ooh. Oh, let me toss that. That's the pro tip. Make sure you cut out all your seeds. Otherwise, your food will be better. Okay. Thank you. Come on. A dress in the house. Okay. If I had a man, that's what I would be doing. All right, let's see. Outfit details. Okay, we met at the Lancome event. Hey, boo. Who this? Losing friends. I'm finna do something like this because I've been losing friends left and right due to being unaligned. Yeah, girl, how old are you? I mean, sometimes, like, I feel like there are stages where you start to lose friends. Once you hit, like, your 20s and then your 30s, once you, like, I feel like post-college, and then everyone kind of goes their own ways. That's a big crescendo point where a lot of people become out of alignment with you. So it happens. I've had friends who were some of my closest, best friends who I don't really talk to anymore, unfortunately. But life changes so quickly. Okay. Joining different clubs, masterclasses is my hobby. Oh, same. Personal growth is my hobby. I love this stuff. I love figuring out new beauty tips. I love getting smarter. I love getting richer. Truly, personal development is a hobby for me. But not everyone is like that. I am speaking at Black Beauty Club. Who is this? CH2KSO. It's Black Beauty Club. I love that. Oh, you started doing pickleball. Hey, Tori. Tori, my little mentee in my head. Hey, girl. Tori is actually a great person. Tori's a great case study. Tori worked at my current employer for the summer. She was a summer intern. And when I tell you, Tori ate that internship up. She did such a great job that I hired her for my personal business because she did a final presentation that was so good. I had not seen anything like that in a long time. I said, come work for me, babes. And she's doing an awesome job. So Tori, I know you're still looking for a role. Make sure you put in this chat if you're looking for a job, what you're looking for. Put in this chat if you're looking for a job, what you're looking for. Mom is FaceTiming me. Okay, where can you find your masterclass? Masterclass, email me because you can. There is a link in my bio, but the applications actually already went out. So email me if you want information on the masterclass. What are you moving? What are you doing or moving? I'm cooking my dinner because I'm on here playing with y'all every Sunday and then I end up not having food to eat for the week. So we cooking together. My dress is from ASOS. Let's see. Oh, thank you. There's something about Black women in pixie cut. I agree. I'm saying a Black woman in a pixie cut. If you can pull it off, you're really that girl. Hair looks so good. Right, do y'all like my hair like this? I went to a different hairstylist. She kind of ate, right? It's a little Halle Berry. You know, I usually like my hair tucked in tight. But she kind of did something new. Oh, I don't think I have any gloves. I don't have any gloves. It's fine. She kind of did something new, and I kind of like it. Okay. Can you get away with good fake designer bags? Yeah. Sometimes though. But yeah, for sure. I think Yeah, but here's the thing. You can only get away with good fake designer bags if the whole look has to give, she probably can afford it. I would only recommend fake designer bags if you probably could afford it, but you just don't want to buy it. Because if someone is walking around with an Hermes bag and you're like 22, everyone knows what you do for work, the rest of your outfit is like cheaply made fast fashion, we're gonna be able to clock it. But if you could afford a fake bag and you're like, okay, this just isn't aligned with my value system, I just don't want to spend so much money, but I could technically afford it, you wear ready to wear, you're in the spaces where it would make sense. I mean, I don't know. At the end of the day, I'm not like morally bought into any of these organizations. Like, I don't know. Some people find it like morally bankrupt to wear this fake designer bag. I'm not one of those people. I wouldn't do it, but I don't have the same like, I'm not appalled the way that other people are. I just don't think it's that serious. But I would say, now I wouldn't walk up in the Chanel store with a fake Chanel bag. I'm gonna go to some of these places because sometimes when you go to these galas and luncheons, a lot of these people also work for designers or they're like VVVIC customers of the designers and can spot a fake one. But if you're walking around or even, especially if you're traveling or going on vacation, ciao. And you don't want to travel with a $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 bag. And there's some brands that I would never buy fake. I would never buy a fake Hermes bag. I probably wouldn't buy a fake Chanel bag. But maybe like a little, I don't know, Prada. What else is there? Well, Louis V has so many dupes out these days. What is it? Maybe a little Gucci. Yeah, never hurt nobody. But I wouldn't do like a banger, an expensive bag. All right. Please hold. Let me wash my chicken. And then I'll wash my hands before y'all get on my head. I'm washing my hands after touching the chicken. I know how you black people are. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay. All right, let me see what else we're talking about in here. Skin, y'all. You know what I've been using on my skin? Now, I say proceed with caution on this one, but I use Vaseline on my skin these days. Straight Vaseline out the tub. And I think most lotions actually are petroleum based, and so it's like a cheaper Vaseline. The Masterclass, it's not on my website. You have to, if you see that box at the top where it says like input for my newsletter, blah, 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 that is where input your information there. That's where the information from the Masterclass will be, or just email me. My email is hellojodit.com. It's also in my bio. Email me and just say send application for Masterclass. You can keep it 2 sentences and I'll send it to you. Where are we off to, friends? Child, we in the house. One of my friends is gonna come over in a little bit, but we're in the house. This is what we do. You work in sourcing, you didn't realize how cheap it is to make clothes. Oh yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, are any of us surprised? I think we all knew that a pair of spandex leggings should not cost $150. We all knew this, right? I don't think this should not come as a surprise, right? Right? But I think sometimes we like to just delude ourselves a little bit, but we all knew. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Capital Grill charges $20 for a glass of Moet. You can go and get that for significantly cheaper at the damn store, but you know, you're paying for the experience, you're paying for the whatever. What are we making for dinner? So this is actually one of the most requested chicken dishes. It's by, oh God, every time I seize it back, ooh, I start to sneeze. Whew, amen. I think it's by Allison Roman. She's a New York Times She's a New York Times, I don't know if it's called reporter, recipe giver. And she makes this dish called chicken with lemon and dates. I cannot take credit for this dish, but it is, God. Excuse me. Woo! If you ain't seasoned, no, what someone told me, if you ain't sneezing, it ain't seasoned. So that's what's happening right now. But it is chicken with lemon and dates. So I'll show y'all how to make it. So first, you just want to get your chicken, and then you want to season it up with the black people seasoning. So I'm using, garlic, thyme. It's supposed to be like a very herby dish. So I use a lot of thyme, marjoram. This is like a herb blend. Rosemary, basil, sage, lavender, herbs de Provence. And then I use pepper. I gotta use a little Lori's. Pepper, garlic, all of that. And then you're gonna sear your chicken. I'll walk y'all through when I'm doing it. I'll walk y'all through. But right now we're just going to season it with like herbs and spices. Now we need some salt. And okay, let me answer y'all's questions. Hold on. Okay, I see y'all talking about Jody and Anwar. Are y'all? So first of all, if I see any of y'all talking about my homegirl Shirley, I'm fighting. Shirley is one of my closest friends, and I stick beside her. And if she want to pay $10,000 to get a man, damn it, I'ma stand beside that girl. Shirley's such a smart, enterprising person, and the gag is, maybe she did pay $10,000 to find a man. But guess what? Now she got 2 incomes in her household, and she don't pay for anything. You know what? Let's talk about it, because I am tired of people shaming people for wanting things and for trying. And this is bigger than Shirley and Anwar. This is bigger. Timothy Chalamet actually had a really good speech on this when he won, when he won an Oscar, excuse my language, where he was like, I want to be great. He's like, I want to be great. I'm not afraid to be seen trying. And I feel like we've entered this era where it's embarrassing for people to be seen trying. It's embarrassing for people to be seen desiring partnership. And it's like, when did we get there? She's 39, she wants a damn man. Now what? I ain't mad about it. I applaud her vulnerability for doing that. I love her down. And like I said, Shirley got money. Shirley has a content studio that makes millions of dollars. $10,000 to her really ain't, okay? When we go shopping in San Tropez, honey. So $10,000 to her is an investment. Shirley is also someone who's obsessed with personal development and self-development. I found half of my coaches I've worked with I found through Shirley. My personal trainer I found through Shirley. So she's just obsessed with this sort of stuff. She wants to be a better person, and that's why I love her. And what was I going to say? And I love the fact that she's not embarrassed to be seen trying. She desired a man, and she found counsel. Also, child, why is everyone trying to join my live? Also, what Anwar teaches, because I'm not afraid to say it either. I've done Anwar. I didn't pay $10,000, but close. What Anwar teaches is not really about getting a man per se. Here's what I'll share. Anwar is really helpful because I was not taught to date well, right? I actually don't think many of us were. I don't think a lot of women and women of color were. We were not taught what it looks like to be properly courted. We were not taught what pacing of a relationship was. We weren't taught boundaries. Sorry. Whoo, child, someone was knocking in my door. It was just, oh, someone is knocking at my door. Hold on for 1 second. Who is that, Rana? Sorry, I forgot my friend is coming over. Please hold, y'all, because we was getting into it. Who is that? Rana, stop playing with me. Hello? Oh, it's my grocery delivery. Sorry. It was my grocery. Okay, back to regularly scheduled programming. So Sorry for the delay. Okay, what was I saying? Oh, how to date. Okay. Oh, child, y'all know I had a stalker, so I'm on thin ice. We weren't really taught how to properly date. We really weren't taught what courtship looks like, how to be vulnerable with a man. And what Anmar teaches is really about mastery of self. Like, it's not really about, like, how to get a man, and here's why you need a man, and da-da-da-da. It's really, really, really about how can I have boundaries? Like, half of the first half of the course is like, set a boundary with your mama, set a boundary at your job. I did not communicate with feelings. Like, I would just, it's a lot about emotional regulation. So at the end of the day, I don't want to see nothing. I don't want to hear nothing. And if I see something, but Anmar is incredible and amazing. Shirley is incredible and amazing. And what I learned is invaluable. It has not, the outcome for me had nothing to do with the man. The outcome was emotional regulation, how to date and be courted properly. I mean, my parents were married, but I can't point to, I live in New York City. Not a ton of people I know are married in New York City. What does courtship even look like? What are we supposed to do? Did you know that you shouldn't be calling these men? Probably, but like, at what point do you start calling these men? How do you demonstrate reciprocity? This man is taking you out on a million dates, spending all this money. I'm not paying for a date, but what are some ways that you can still make sure that he knows that you're interested? What does a boundary look like with someone who you've been on 2 dates with? How do you tell someone, I don't really like when you do that to me? And not be weird or be emotionally dysregulated? How do you not spiral when you're texting someone? How do you not, set a boundary with your boss who's demanding too much of your time? How do you tell your mama, I actually really don't like when you do that? How do you interrogate your past and the things that you didn't get when you were 5, 6, 13 years old, and that now informs the friends that you choose, the people that you hang out with, and the men that you date? I didn't know any of that stuff, and if you did, then you don't need Anwar. But that's not something I really knew, so. Okay, I got 99 new messages. Woo. Y'all, I hear I have a stalker and think story time, and that's seriously. Oh, child, oh, yeah, we can't do story time on that. That was crazy. Yes, dating is a skill. Ladies, never yell at neighbor. Yeah, that's true. Also, do say names live. Okay. Yeah, you would easily save 10K a year. Yes. If you had a partner and you were, she's not going 50-50 with no man. She paid $10,000, whatever. And also, Anwar's program is not $10,000. She's just had him on retainer for years. So that's why it's $10,000. But most people are not paying $10,000. And yeah, she's like, well, now I've just doubled my income and I don't pay for anything. I'm sorry, Anastasia. Yeah, men are scary. I've talked about this in other lives. I don't want to keep rehashing the stalker piece, because obviously it was traumatic, and like, it is in the hands of police and is like very, very serious. And it's never kind of over. So yeah. Yeah, 10K for her is not 10K to them. I agree. Shirley ain't worried about y'all. Lock that door. Ew. Yes, y'all. Sorry for the alarm. It's not funny, but I'm so sorry. I forgot I ordered groceries. And my friend is coming over. But sometimes, when your friends come over, they don't play with me anymore. But sometimes they'll like cover the thing or be like, I'm so sorry. I should have taken myself off live for 2 seconds. She says, stop. Is the door. And the thing is, yes, one, I have a concierge downstairs who doesn't really let just anybody up. If it's someone, unless it's a delivery, they have to call me. So I was fairly confident it was my friend, and my door's always locked, and you have to have like a whole code to even get onto my floor. I'm fine. Thank you. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for scaring y'all. It's not me. The plastic on the tongs. Oh. Y'all. Okay, can we talk about it? Black folks love to be so critical. Dang, let me get some damn plastic on my tongs. Girl, send me some new ones. Okay. The ones complaining about the 10K are likely in a lower time. And that's a thing. 10K is not the same. Did I already put salt on this? Wow. A little salt didn't hurt nobody. 10K to everyone is not 10K. I mean, she goes and spends that on a bag on an off day. Let's see. The girls that, oh yeah, Tamara is actually a matchmaker in here, and she's one of my glow up girls. She was in my masterclass. So Tamara, go ahead. I work for matchmaking. All of our clients pay every. Hello. Yes, my dress is from ASOS. I don't have 10K for no man. Tori, goodbye. Yeah, look, and most folks don't. I get it, and I get the whole decentering men, but I also don't. Look, her man is a saint. Her man is an angel. That man. When I had my stalker, that man was at my house. I'm not even married to the man. That man was at my house at midnight that night, and I was dating a whole man that he was nowhere to be found. Shirley's fiance was at my house with mace and pepper spray. Like, what do you need? So that man is a saint and a godsend and worth the money. Okay. It's ASOS. People are just hating. Oh, China's in here. Your multimedia bestie, another person who was in my masterclass. Okay. Girl, Timothy ain't win no Oscar. What is it? What did he win? Timothy Chalamet won something. He was just on a stage with that speech talking about Octavia Butler. No, not Octavia Butler. Whew. What's her name? How to Get Away with Murder. It's not Octavia Butler. Viola Davis. Talking about, I want to be one of the greats, like Viola Davis. I'm paying a dating coach and matchmaker now. Hello, if you got it. Thanks, Tiffany, for sharing. Oh. Okay. She set it up with how she told it. I do agree. Look, and Shirley's also a storyteller. I think how she started it was inviting it to be salacious, but she's a storyteller. Issa said, she said, I make 7 figures, so I decided I'm gonna mind my business. Oh, you follow this recipe. Okay, who is the author? Is it Allison Roman? I think it's Allison Roman, but when I tell you this recipe, it's herbs, dates, and, oh, I need to chop my dates. Herbs, dates, and lemon and shallot chicken. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's good. Okay. Can y'all see me still? Okay. The hanging loop. Oh, child. I'm throwing it. Oh. All right, let me just take this earring off. Don't fall down. Child. Is the Tony's the only one? Yeah, Tony's is the one that makes me sneeze. Yes, really. You need emollients and creams together to moisturize the skin in the summer. Yeah, I use both. I use a lotion. Hi, Funmi. Hey, pretty girl. I use lotion and then I use a Vaseline. I also have dry skin because y'all were getting on me for saying you need 3 liters of water. Child, I need 3 liters of water because my skin is dry AF. Okay, let's see. Let me go. If you ain't sneezing, it ain't season. You're so put together while cooking. I need to look. Y'all, also, look, I do what I can. I'm not always like this. I do what I can, but girl, you also don't have to do this either. A nice loungewear set is cute. I worked for Armani Corporate for many years. I knew about the significant markup. Of course. Massive significant markup. Okay, also I'm cooking my chicken. So you just want to get the pan really, really hot. The other thing is a lot of y'all overcrowd your pan. Only have a couple pieces. The reason why your skin doesn't get crispy, why your chicken is not, is because you put too much meat in your little pan. Oh, my accent isn't good anymore. But you put too much meat in your pan, and then it ends up steaming instead of getting crispy. So you want to make sure you're not overcrowding your pan. Just make sure it gets crispy. And then the other thing is, you touch your food too much. You want to make sure that you're not constantly moving it around. That's also how it gets crispy. Put it on the skin side down in a hot pan for 5 minutes. Don't touch it. Yeah, move it, and that's how you lose. The crisp. Bracelets from Amazon. You already know Van Cleef, Cartier, Justin Cleef, and Amazon. You know, a little high-low moment. Yeah, I wouldn't buy a fake Chanel or Hermes bag. At least you can sell these items later. I have a hot take. I don't know. I think I agree. If you have it, please buy it. But I don't know. I'm going to keep my hot take to myself. I'm moving to New York City in the summer. Would it be better now to the masterclass, or it's not in person, it's virtual? So I have women in North Carolina, in DC, in Miami, in New York. So as long as it works for your schedule, you can burn your skin if you don't mix the Vaseline. Oh, yeah. I mean, I guess if you put straight oil on anywhere in your body and it's very, very hot outside, yes, it will make you burn. That is correct. See, look at me. I just touched the chicken. I didn't even need to do it anymore. Hermes is luxury for the ultra wealthy. It is. It will always continue to be. Anything that's a quota bag is going to be luxury. If you get a special order Birkin bag, an exotic Birkin bag, those will always be. I love a good Chanel and I love a good Dior. My Lady Dior, I don't wear her much, but I will say every time I wear her, I wore her to a brand event, and everybody, it was a very nice brand event, and everybody at that brand event was like, all the people that worked there, because it was an exotic Lady Dior. They knew what time it was, so it pays dividends. I'm not going to hold you. Oh, thank you, Vanna. Don't forget to like the live, y'all. That's how we get. Thank you. Baby oil in the shower right after I get out. Yes. I also love, I don't know how to say this brand correctly. L'Occitane. It's a brand that I never hear said out loud. But you know what I'm saying about. L'Occitane. They have a good shower oil that I love. I love them. Hey Jody, have you seen, oh, that's a great question. Have you received any paid brand deals as yet? How's your content career going? Great question. Yeah, I have. I have since I started. Honestly, when I had a small following, I was getting brand deals. But the world of brand deals is so different. When I started doing content creation, I was not thinking, okay, let me be an influencer, let me make money off of this. Originally I just wanted to help women. Then I said, wait a minute, let me think about this a little bit more strategically. And I still will always, my intention will always be to help and love and support women of color. That will always be my bag. But now I've learned how to be intentional with both. Still help women, still understand, while also being intent. And once again, I worked in corporate. Okay, this date is hard. I worked in corporate, so I know what it looks like to position yourself to be appealing to a corporate company. A lot of my friends work in marketing, work in influencer marketing. So I am pivoting more towards, branding myself as a content creator who also does more and more brand deals. And as I've been doing that, the brand deals have been coming. But I've always, since I started, gotten brand deals. I would say they've increased for sure. Thank you. You should try Prequel. You look like Carrie Hilson. Ooh, Miss Carrie, baby. What happened to her? She was so talented. Was it Beyonce? It is so hard too. They say Louis Vuitton is luxury for the office worker. Well, I think Louis Vuitton has amazing leather. The real tea is Louis Vuitton is probably the best leather out of all of those bags. It's just, sometimes it can be a little kitschy, but I do think Louis Vuitton has the best leather. Oh, shoot. I'm out here yapping and burning my chicken. Y'all got me burning my dinner. I've never bought anything fake, but I do understand. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know. I don't think I'm the morality police on something like that. The only fake bag I buy is Bottega because it's no logo. Yeah, I mean, do a little this, do a little that. Let's see. Okay. You are so Jamaican. The vinegar and lemon is so... You know me, I have to wash out my sing Okay, let me go all the way down. Hi, I just did an interview saying she did that diss song to Beyonce. Look, you know who you... Yeah. Ciao. You got to make sure you kiss the right rings or you're going to be out of a job. Let that be a lesson. Let that be a testimony. Oh, Lord. I see y'all fighting. That should have stayed in the draft. Uh-oh. Are you going to have to can this year? I actually don't know if I am. And I'm like the biggest proponent of can. I love can. I think it's amazing networking. But a lot of my friends who are going are actually not going this, who I usually go with aren't going this year. And transparently, I am at the place now where if I go to stuff, I want to be paid. Coach bag is the best leather. Ooh. Have I ever had a Coach bag? I'm sure when I was younger. I'm sure I did. Let me make sure. LV canvas. Oh, child. I think any canvas bag is a waste of money. You want leather bags. Never get a canvas. People set Carrie Hilson up for failure. Now let me hear that. She came out with a new song on Spotify. Yeah, Low Rush per se. I saw you with Scott at New York. Who is Scott? I saw you with Scott. Oh, Scott Luke. I'm thinking Scott is my man. I said, who said that? Hold on. Y'all got me bunning up my chicken. All right, Scott. Yes, the dinner was so lovely. Scott is so funny. He always does this thing, Diva. Have you heard that in his videos? Every 2 seconds, Diva. Hey, Diva. He's so cute. The dinner was beautiful. It was at Caviar Caspia at the Mark. Have y'all ever been there? They have that like $300 caviar potato. If you have a chance, go ahead and go there. Fantastic. And you know where I went to Casa Tua? Very nice. That is another place I would highly recommend. And there were some black folks in there too, shockingly. I don't want to do influencing. I want to do content creation. What do you think is the difference for you? I'm curious what you think. You are right, there is a difference, but I want to hear what you think the difference is. L'Occitane. Okay, L'Occitane. We got some French girlies. L'Occitane. Is it L'Occitane or L'Occitane? Where are your lashes from? I get my lashes done. I don't know how to put on a fake lash. L'Occitane. Okay, got it. Is it Masterclass money? Yeah. But it's an investment. It's not $10,000. Not even close. It's lemony, but the dates, yeah, it's very, but I think herb and lemon is my favorite flavor profile with chicken, like herby lemon. All right. The patois comes out. I love this cooking take on your life. Oh, maybe y'all like this cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya. Is that her name? What's that her name? Anyways, the only thing is I have to learn how to multitask better because I'm gonna butter up my whole chicken. My chicken burn up. I think only one of them is burnt, but it's fine. It's not burnt, but a little charred, blackened, if you will. Were you out here or you cooked? Were you out earlier? No, girl. I was in the house all day. I only went to UPS today to get a coffee. It is a vibe, though, to be dressed up in your own house. I'm sorry. You really feel like that girl. I even got flowers for myself. It's a vibe. You really feel like that girl. I feel like I'm on a cooking show, you know? So right now I'm chopping dates. And you need these many dates. Shallots, 2 shallots, 2 lemons, and a lot of this. I'm probably on date number 6 or 7. And then you're going to saute these down. Jody, the lid in the floor. Girl, dang, I am cooking. I am talking to y'all. I am chopping. I cannot do it all. Cut me some slack. Damn. You got plastic on your tongue. You got a lid on the floor. Damn. I am just giving y'all advice for free. How to live. Golly. Who else you know doing all this at once? Nobody. Beyonce, maybe, but that's it. I am Colonel Tim. We will be all right. That's what we really need to talk about. That's what I forgot to get on y'all heads about. Black people be so daggone critical. Y'all don't know how to just let folks live. Okay, so now you have your shallots, lemon, and dates. We're gonna saute this in the juice that the chicken was cooked in. So please hold. Okay, all right. Allison Roman, yes. Alice, just Google Allison Roman's chicken dish. Oh, you're so sweet. I feel like it's my hair. My hairstyle is really eating these days, I guess, because I ain't never gotten so many compliments on a line. Sometimes folks be roasting me and how I look. I said, ooh. Golden Globes. Oh, okay. It was the Golden Globes. Sorry. Well, he's on his way to an Oscar, you know? Golden Globes, Oscar, same thing to me. I don't watch none of them, but I love it. SAG Award. Oh, see? Y'all don't know either. That's the gag. But I think you're right. It was the Golden Globes. I think that's when that lady did that Meg Thee Stallion interview. Bring back journalism. Okay, let's see. Tamara's a matchmaker. Y'all said I need a matchmaker. Do you need a social media presence when having a business other than your business page? I'm a bit shy. I think it depends. I'm not going to say verbatim, yes, you need a social media presence. And I also think it depends on what you want social media to look like for you. People hear social media and immediately assume, oh my God, I have to start making TikTok videos. No, you can also be a thought partner, thought leader on LinkedIn. Like you can have a newsletter on LinkedIn. You can post on LinkedIn. If you feel shy in terms of having your face in the camera, travel with me. In terms of having your face in the camera, there's other ways that you can kind of, you can have an online presence. So I would implore you to think about what makes you most comfortable. And once again, it really depends on your business. Do I think having a digital presence is a net benefit for a business? Absolutely. But I don't think every business necessitates one. Okay, so you're just gonna saute this until, that's the new Meghan Markle. Saute this until it gets a little soft. And then I add chicken broth and white wine, because I like a lot of flavor in my food. Some people don't do all that, but I do all that. I think I want some more dates. Because the dates make it like really sweet and like picking it up, and it's very lemony. My favorite. I've made this like 5 times in the past few weeks. Okay. Ooh, I brought some. Honestly, I do want to use his services for Tyler the Creator. I don't think he's on our team, sister. Tyler the Creator, sister. Let's choose another man, because Tyler the Creator is gay. And very openly gay. Or is he bisexual? Or is he? Am I mixing him up with Frank Ocean? No, I think he is bisexual. Or am I mixing him up? Auntie is old, so I don't know. Is he? Oh, I don't know. You didn't ask me, but Toastmasters. Oh, is that, you're talking about getting better at public speaking? Toastmasters, watching great public speakers, recording yourself speaking. Those are all great ways to become a better public speaker. Oh, your makeup looks perfect. What lip are you wearing? I'm actually just kind of old, but in terms of like, I don't have anything fresh on. But the lip bar, eyeliner, or lip liner, it's like a dark brown color, and I actually use it on both my eyes and my lips. It is great dual purpose. I'm obsessed with it. Let's see. Okay, let's go all the way to the bottom. My daughter loves Tyler, the Creator, and his songs. Be having me confused. Goodbye, the sly girl. Goodbye. Your glow up videos inspire me. Oh, yay! Purging. I'm purging my closet right now. If you were to see my room, it looks a mess. But I'm purging my closet right now because I have so much clothes that I have not worn in the past year, and I'm refusing to keep that. Girl, braces, unless you have a lot of self-control. What do you, is that to stop eating? Not y'all talking about braces. I thought he was bi. I'm struggling between Invisalign and braces. Oh. I thought y'all were talking about skinny talk tips to stop eating, and I thought you told her to get braces. I did Invisalign, but I also think it depends, in my opinion, I think it depends on how much correction your teeth need. For some reason, I feel like Invisalign is great, and I might be wrong, but this is my perhaps slightly undereducated hypothesis, but I feel like I'm kind of right, is Invisalign is great for folks who need a little bit of correction. For some reason, I feel like braces is a lot more corrective. So it depends on what you need, but in my opinion, I would say braces and then Invisalign. But I did Invisalign, and I did wear it for this stuff. This is bomb. If you want your food to taste good, that's better than bouillon. Add it into everything. But Invisalign is really, really good if you need like minor corrections, in my opinion. And my teeth weren't bad, so I did Invisalign. The thing that they don't tell you is that you're gonna have to wear a retainer for the rest of your life. I got a retainer, and I have a permanent retainer because I could not be bothered with remembering to wear a retainer every single night. I still have to wear a retainer, but my teeth won't go back as quickly. Like I've gone like a month without wearing a retainer and nothing really happened. Multiple months. So that's the other thing. The braces and retainer is a lifelong commitment, as an FYI. Okay, so we're sauteing our lemons, shallot, date. I just put a little bit of chicken bouillon in here. Now I'm going to reduce some white wine. Come on, I'm giving Meghan Markle. Please hold for 1 second. And yes, I know the pot is on the ground. We talked about this. The lid is on the ground. Okay. Yeah, I feel like he is bi. I feel like we knew this. So I don't know how much white wine this is. 1/4 of a cup. And I just really like the flavor of white wine and lemon brain. Why don't you date any of your guy friends? Because they're my friends. Ooh, brother, also, when you're friends with guys, you see how they really are. And you know, I love them. They're not like horrible people, but I mean, I would never be friends with someone who's a horrible person, but you know, you get to see intimately. I think most men are unready for relationships, and I get to see that up close and personal with my guy friends. But they're all one. I think in a couple of years they'll be fantastic people, but they're my friends for a reason. They are my friends for a reason. Okay. Tyler's bi. Oh yeah. I think he's totally not. I feel like he is though. Congrats on your cut publication. Thanks, girl. They reached out to me. I currently do not have a manager. That might change. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But no, they reached out to me, girl. I'm their girl. They found me, baby. They found me, which is super exciting. I am so blessed. When I tell you, God is so good So good. Jesus. I don't know how y'all can't believe in God. Because the way that he has turned my life around and gave me opportunity and blessing and put me in rooms and had me in spaces. The stone that the builder refused became the cornerstone. Oh yeah. God forever. It's gonna have my back. So look, I have to say, I have to give my God his big ups. Their big ups. Hello, wait, can you do a summer New York City for 30s overview? Yes, because I'm in my 30s. This is so hard. Also, hey, Rome. Because I feel like I'm at the point now where I've grown out where I normally go. And I actually feel like a lot of grown and sexy people are going to, aren't in the US or in New York City. So a lot of the places I immediately want to tell you are not actually in New York. I do think like Zero Bond is going to become more popular. I still think like Soho House, Dumbo House, particularly during the summer, is everything. Dumbo House pool during the summer, I still think is amazing. I don't think it'll ever go out of style. Okay, now let me add some water to this. Then I also love, okay, let me tuck this in so y'all can stop telling me about it. Then I also love, there's an event in the Hamptons called the Hamptons Honors. If you want to, if that's like one of your first times going to the Hamptons, that might be maybe I just have to cut this. That might be a good place to start because it's going to be a lot of young folks of color that are there during that time. The Hamptons Honors. That's a cute spot. Martha's Vineyard in August. I think if you're in your 30s, it's a little bit of an older crowd, but I think it's great networking. Studio Museum Spring Luncheon. Now that, sorry, I had to drink some water. Whew, I've been talking. Studio Museum Spring Luncheon, fantastic networking. I think that and Dance Leader. So there are two, in my opinion, battling galas in New York City. And when I say battling, I mean it very, very lightly. They're not actually battling. But for the best gala in New York City, it was always Studio Museum, and now Dance Leader of Harlem is becoming that girl. It was on Friday. I went. It was very, very nice. But all of these organizations usually have a luncheon component, and Studio Museum luncheon is in May. The Links also had a luncheon yesterday. They have a lot of luncheons too. But those are hard to get into. What else? I don't know, because I've never been like No Shade No Tea. They're great. Like I've never like frequented Ode to Babel or like Lovers Rock. A lot of those more casual places. I don't really like going out like that unless I'm going out. So those are my recommendations. Okay, now we add the chicken back in after it's sauteed, the white wine, the bouillon and the broth. We add the chicken back in to finish cooking. Wanna make me burn up my chicken though, and I'm really vexed about it. But it's okay, only one. Cause this is my favorite dish and wanna make me burn it up a chat. But it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Okay, let me add a little bit more water. It was a sack. Oh, it's a sack, Shishak. Who is roasting you? Girl, I think it was you. Pulling up for dinner. Come on, girl. Let the girl breathe. Thank you. Ooh, this would actually be great with fish. It's like a lemony, very fresh, herby, sweet dish. Okay, let me nestle my chicken back in. And for those who don't know, it's Allison Roman's chicken with dates, and it's actually their most popular chicken dish, I think, on the New York Times. Ooh, this light is good all of a sudden. On the New York Times, it is their most popular chicken dish. So, let that. Okay, now we let this simmer for a couple minutes. Okay, now I can sit down and talk to y'all. Hold on. Because y'all been running me ragged. I'm coming. I'm gonna make me mess up my place too. I got onions on the ground. All right. Now I can sit down and chat with Uno. Okay. Whew. All right, that's what we got going on. Okay, let's see. Maybe they told you so you don't trip over it. Damn. All right, well, maybe damn. But I wanted to say that right there because y'all be stressing me out sometimes. I love y'all, but let a girl live. Travel lover. Beyonce probably have a private chef. Girl, Beyonce don't cook. Ooh, not y'all roasting me. Oh, I missed it. Girl, do you feel like it's okay to be authentically yourself or always play a game? Ooh, sorry, I have to authenticate the live. Work is not your friends. Work is hiring you to do a job. I believe you should always be on at work. I don't think it is okay to be authentically yourself. I don't think it's authentically okay to be yourself in a lot of places. Honestly, that's the gag of it all. I think you should bring portions of yourself to most places. I think the only places that you need to be authentically yourself is with friends and family. I don't think you need to be authentically yourself at church all the time. Well, that's kind of different, but like in the same way that what you would wear to brunch with your homegirls or on a date is not necessarily what you would wear to church. In the same way that you would converse with friends, you probably wouldn't converse with your boss. I actually think people need to do less. Not everybody's your friend. You are hired there to do a job. So I do think you need to be strategic. Let me get my charger. But yeah, I do think we have been misguided to believe that we can show up authentically. But once again, I do think there are portions of, I do not think you need to be, fake, or I don't think you need to, I don't think you need to like pretend to be someone else or constantly be like code switching or optimizing, but I do think you need to read the rules understand the rules of that particular organization and adhere to them. What did you think of Erewhon when you were out there? I love a vibe, and Erewhon is a vibe. I get why it's premium. You walk in there and it's so luxurious. You walk in there and you want to spend money. You want to eat healthy. It's juices, color coded. It is, all of these like healthy food and drink, and I love it. Now, do I think that food tastes good? No. Do I like the smoothies? Some. Am I there every single time I go to LA? Yes. I love it. I pay premium for a vibe. Erewhon is a vibe. If you want to enjoy, I also enjoy going to supermarkets. I like going to supermarkets. I like going to bookstores. There's something just very, I don't know. It's calming to me. I just enjoy nice grocery stores. What is that one in LA? Is it Farms? I used to have a boyfriend out in LA, y'all. I used to be out in LA all the time, going to that little expensive grocery store. I know one of y'all know it. It's not Erewhon, but it's the other one. And I just walk the aisles, perusing the herbs and the vegetables and the fruit. But would I spend $35 on some food from there? No. Cheesecake Factory is right across the street. Please believe. After we were at Erewhon, we went right to the Cheesecake Factory. Right there. Ooh, child. Okay, Fearless. My future wife. See, this is why. Now I'm going to have to block you because these folks be scaring me. Block. Once you have something like that go off, I don't like that kind of stuff. And now you're blocked. Child, not this man up in my, oh, Lord. See? Oh, the shade. I'm going to begin working in advertising. Should I move to New York City or LA? I'm East African. Girl, I love my East African folks. I personally think New York City, it depends also what you want to do, but if you want to work at, I think, one of those like larger advertising firms, like the Drogas, the, Weber Shandwick, what are those other ones? Yeah, I think New York, I think New York has them. And I also think it depends on the industry that you want to do advertising for. But my knee-jerk reaction, I think most outside of like entertainment proper, New York is probably going to win when it comes to corporate. Oh, thanks, Barney. Leather bags me heavy. Okay. Wine and Kennedy, yes. Translation, yes. I did post phase 2.1 already. Go ahead and check it out. I did post 2.1. What's going on? Oh, Sprouts. Bristol Farms. Bristol Farms is the one that I was talking about. Is that nice out there? Let me not be talking, but Bristol Farms. Erewhon had to close their tonic bar due to a Berlin. Did you mean a rat or a Berlin infestation? Any events happening in New York this month? You just missed Dance Theater of Harlem, but Studio Museum Luncheon, I think, is happening in May. So I would try my best to get on that list. Another one is Apollo Dining with the Divas. Did you go to the Vibes Cartel? Oh, no, girl. I love me, my people, but a Vibes Cartel concert is not, let me never say never, but in this precise moment, no. And I love me some vibes. I love me some Shababanda Pots, but I don't know if that's quite, I don't know if I'm also not a concert girly. I'm also not a festival girly, so I'm not even the right demo for all that. Sermon as in preaching the word of God. Well, I'm preaching the word of Jody. Will you be working in corporate in the next 5 years? What will corporate even look like in the next 5 years? That's my question. Maybe in a different capacity, maybe in a different role, but I don't know what corporate is going to look like. Playing the game at work. Any last recommendations? I don't wear falsies. I wear individuals. Coach Anwar is up in here. Y'all summoned the king. Coach Anwar is up in this thing. Y'all summoned the king. Y'all was so bright in the other comments and videos. Go ahead and ask your questions to the king right now, because I'm going to have his back too. Since Una so bright everywhere else, you guys better say what y'all was saying right now. Anwar, come to the right. Not Mr. 10 Bands. Yeah, I stand 10 toes down for Anwar and Shirley Gibbs. So, no shade, no tea, Anwar. Yeah, Una so bright. My patois is not bad, though. My Jamaica, I know y'all in here in Jamaica. We everywhere. It's not too bad. It's like a 6 out of 10. Great way for networking as a Black woman in New York City in fintech. Sophomore student. Ooh, fintech. Hold on, let me check my chicken. Fintech. Let me come back to that. I actually don't know if I know a ton of fintech. Ooh. Yes. My chicken is coming along swimmingly. Woohoo. She's going to eat good. All right, hold on. Let me turn this low. Okay, let's see what else. Lifestyle-wise, making friends and meeting people, dating-wise, is New York City better? Lifestyle-wise, it depends on how you qualify lifestyle, but I would say ease of living, LA is always going to be an easier living situation. You will have warm weather. Everything is not a chore. It is not going to be a hassle. 10 out of 10, LA will always be an easier lifestyle choice. But it also depends on what you value. I don't always value easy. I value development. I'm obsessed with personal development. I think New York City will make you the best version of yourself. I also think you will become the richest version of yourself, aside from a few other things. Like if you're in entertainment, if you're a model, if you're an influencer, okay, maybe. But if you are business-minded and more enterprising, I think New York City, iron sharpens iron. It's very sink or swim here. In terms of connections, and it also, like, in my opinion, if you're trying to be in that like socialite lifestyle, I don't really think LA has that in the same way that New York City has that. Like New York City has like proper galas and like socialite vibes. I don't really think you can get that in in LA. So that's also something I've thought about. Like I don't quite know what especially the black like galas and scene looks like in LA. To my understanding, I don't think it's as big as it is in New York, but I could be wrong, open to being wrong. Let me taste my food. Every time hits. Okay, let me get back. Okay, so I think LA is quality of life is the best, but for everything else, career, friends, network. I won't say friends. I think people are people, but career, networking, galas, upwardly mobile, becoming the best version of yourself. Sorry. Brooklyn Museum Gala. I think that is a good one, but I don't think I'm going. But I think that's a fine one to go to. Okay, staying in Long Island, then going to. We are visiting New York City next month. Staying in Long Island. Oh, I'm so sorry, baby. I've never even been to Long Island, unless we're talking about the Hamptons. I don't know nothing about Long Island. And then going to WDC. Well, in terms of DC, I do like. I think it's called Shoto, that restaurant. And that's all I got. Visit the museums while they still exist. And that's all I got. Is there a PDF sign up for via email for the glow ups? Child, y'all gonna have to wait until the end of the videos. I know y'all want the screenshots, but I'm gonna figure it out. Jody, what's your take on the China? Oh, we talked about this. China side of it. We talked about this. Sorry, Cupid. I think we missed it. Shoto is cute. And Gadak is also nice. Oh, if you're asking about restaurants in New York City, I can help you there. In New York, though, not in Long Island. Start doing a hair series. Girl, I am just now getting the bearing on my hair. Someone did this for me, but I do like it a lot. It's like a new, usually, you know, I wear my hair slicked down. She kind of gave me a little bang. It's a little short, but it's kind of cute. And I have a perm. I'm a woman in tech, fully remote in DMV. How do you suggest? Already in a junior board. Tell me a little bit more about how you're spending your time, what boards you're on. Are you part of any professional organizations? Oh, working remote is tough though, because I would say most of my network has come from working in office. So I get you, but if you're already on a board, but also boards are not something that meets regularly. In my opinion, you have like quarterly board meetings. Is there an opportunity for you to have more frequent interactions with people? So for example, church is weekly, a gym is weekly. If you're a part of like a supper club, like some folks I know host like monthly supper clubs specifically for entrepreneurs, like stuff like that. I think it's great. Is a polo day good for Black women in the Hamptons? Which polo day? Which one are you referring to? Oh, Lord. Let me just hold this. What is a rich girl sport activity that you want to get into? This money. Making this money, girl. I already do all of them. Pilates. You know what I do? I've never been an equestrian girly, but I don't know. I don't like being around stuff that could kill you. What are your thoughts on accepting counter offers from your current employer? Run it up. Absolutely. I think everyone, when you are trying to get a promotion, should apply for other jobs so you can get a counter offer and have them go into a wage battle of you. I love it. Keep doing it. Run it as far as you can take it. Well, actually, hold on. Are you accepting a counter offer? Did you want to leave the job and now they're like, okay, we'll pay you more money? Because if you were going to leave, because if it was only money, which is why you were going to leave, and they offer you more money, stay. But if you were unhappy, see how far you can get with that counter offer. Tell that next job that your current job is also counter offering so that they can also run their coin up. Also, this is specific to what level and industry you're in. If you are in the beginning stages of your career, this will not go very far because you're not a specialized person yet. If you are more specialized, meaning I would even say like manager and above, then I think you can really like play this game. If you're like a coordinator, analyst, that's not going to go too well for too long. So keep that in mind as well. Chef Kwame from Tatiana has a DC restaurant. Oh yeah, how is that? I like Tatiana in New York City, but I haven't been to DC in a while. Shoto is nice. Thank you, sis. Your content motivates me for self-development. Oh, thanks, baby. Okay, hold on. Let's go to the bottom. It's hot on the bottom. Yeah, sometimes just interview just to see what the market is like. I love that. Any advice for small town girls? I plan on moving, but have a hard time meeting people. Whew, small town girlies. I'm a small town girl too. Small town too. Small town We back, sorry. I had to take a phone call. Okay, so small town girly, it is difficult to move to a big city. It can feel overwhelming at times. I would say, like I've always been saying, find people with shared values that you can see with the level of frequency. Like create a schedule. I think that will make you feel more settled. Is you're going to church every Sunday. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. You're going to church every Sunday. You have Pilates every Wednesday with the same people. There's also junior boards, which is a really great way. I would say Alvin Ailey, the Apollo. You'll meet a ton of people. There's also a group chat. And then you can also lead a committee, which you'll be working intimately with a small group of folks towards a desired goal, like fundraising, things like that. So that's what I would recommend. Thank you, girl. I'm a skin girl. So any skin recommendations, you can trust. I've done skiing, but I don't know. I think it's okay. How should you negotiate the offer when the offer blows you away? Should you negotiate? If that was their first offer, I would go for a little bit more. If that is their first offer is blowing you away, once again, you know the details. Like I said, if you're an analyst super junior, I don't necessarily know, but try. The worst they can say is no. They're not going to renege an offer from you. If you're like, oh, you know what? I was actually expecting XYZ number. Is there any way that we can meet there? And that's all I would say. And if they say no, just be like, okay, I'll take it. Any recommendations for nice dinners in New York City? Oh, staying at the theater district with my husband. She got a husband. I love it. I went to Casa Tua last night. Very cute. Tatiana for Black owned. Where have I been lately that I really, really liked? Casa Tua. Pastis is a great French restaurant in West Village. Who else do we love? Pastis. L'Artusi is another great restaurant that I also really love. Ladies and gentlemen, I guess, keep putting New York City dinner recommendations, but those are the best. L'Artusi, L-A-R-T-U-S-I. Casa Tua, Carbone is fine. Kokudak. It's really famous fried chicken. Torrisi, if you can get a Torrisi reservation, absolutely love that place as well. Okay. Medusa. Medusa's cute. Medusa is a little young and sexy, but Medusa's really cute. Okay. Oh, do a video for your woman in your early 20s. Okay, will do. All right, y'all. My friends are here. Love you. And I will see you. Don't forget to like. Part 2 is out. So don't forget to like and comment. And I will see you next Sunday. Bye.